Well, we will get started here. I wanted to welcome again everybody and thank you so much. We have Khaled here and he will be hosting today and I will be your presenter. So I wanted to thank you so much for joining us today. It's all about you learning the platform for Mediator Select, and we're going to give you a demo. We're going to take you step by step through the entire process and let you know how easy it is and to set up your programs and build your business. And we'll give you some background, a little bit of background too, if you're not familiar with Mediator Select, what it is. And so we will do that. And we'll give you some tips and tricks to help you get the most out of your programs. And we want this session to be interactive too. And since this is a pre-launch webinar, we appreciate and we really value all of your questions and your input and your comments. So your lines will be muted throughout the whole presentation. So in the lower right-hand corner, you'll find that chat box. Put those questions in there. We will have a Q&A session. We will take all of the questions that we have time for. So keep them coming in, and we will do that. And so just a little bit about Mediator Select before we start. Mediator Select is a software and marketing company. It is dedicated to ADR mediation practices, and we help mediators become visible to hiring parties. So we really are dedicated to your business and helping you grow and helping you market. It's not affiliated with any other website, company, or mediator panel. So it truly is dedicated to you and your business and helping you grow. And we make the selection process easier. And there's a really great online platform for profiles, and it's really comprehensive. And so hopefully you've all had a chance to look at that. And so today, as I said, we're going to go through a demo and we're going to see what the platform looks like for training providers and for students. And then Khaled is going to give you some more information about some really exciting new features that are coming up, when you can start posting your programs, and when we are going to launch. So after we do the demo, Khaled will get into all that. And Khaled, please, if you think of anything, please feel free to jump in at any time. If you want to jump in as I'm doing the demo, feel free to do that. And Khaled will be hanging out there in the chat box with you while I'm doing the demo. So feel free to chat back and forth with him. And so for training providers, ADR Mediation Training Marketplace, why has this been created? So today there really is no open modern platform for mediator trainers to post their courses and to be able to reach a large audience. So for training providers, this really is going to be a great platform for you to post your programs and to really get in there, and easy way for you to do this. So we really have focused on making this easy for you to do this. And for students, there's really not a marketplace for ADR mediation where they can search programs, where they can find programs, compare courses, and they can self-register. And so for students, there's not a marketplace where they can right now search and compare courses and self-register. So this platform really is going to do that for you, and they can compare and they can read testimonials and reviews and leave reviews. So that's going to help you as well. Okay, and if there are no questions just yet, it looks like everybody can hear me okay, so that's great. So what we're going to do, I'm going to share my screen. So I'll share my screen here in just a minute, and we're going to take you all the way through, first as a public visitor, so you can see what it looks like, and then as a training provider, and then finally what it looks like for your students and what you're going to, what they are going to see and how they are going to see it. So bear with me for just one moment while I share my screen. Okay, hopefully everybody here can see the Mediator Select website now. And this is what it will look like for a public visitor. So they can search for keywords here to find a program. So you can type in your keywords. They can city and state, zip code if they're looking for a program that is local. And they can select online training, on-site coaching included, CE eligible if they're looking for a continuing education program. They can filter. So this is a really nice filter here. And here you see a featured program. And we do have a feature capabilities here, so we can put a featured program up there. But down here, they will see all the other programs. So I'm just going to go through really quickly here. So this is where, down here in this section here, this is where all of the training programs will be. Each one has a card, so if you click in the card, it will take you to all of the further details, the more specific details about each program. And so let me click on the featured program up here. And this is where they'll get all of the details. So you can see up here, there's the training provider name, the start date and the end date, the location, the CE credits, there's a video, and there's a book this program button here. And that's where they will book their program. So down here, you can see all of the descriptions. And this is everything that you will be putting in when you set up your programs. So I'm going to take you through here in just 1 second and to show you how you can do this and to show you just how easy it is to upload and put all of this information here. And luckily, the platform has made that really easy for you. Okay, so now let's see how you will see this when you're creating your own programs as a training provider. So I'm going to come over here. So you will just click on the login button here. And I do have a test email. So I'm going to log in right now. And so I'm going to go step by step and show you everything you'll need to do. And we're going to actually create a program here. So once you're logged in, this is the screen you will see. And I'll go through all of the different tabs here for you. So this is actually your account here. So once you're in your account, you're going to want to first make sure everything is as up to date as possible. Your name, you can choose a file for your photo here. And this is where you can talk about yourself and your practice. So make sure you put a good description in there. And anything you think of that you can put in here and save the changes. You might already have a Mediator Select account. If you do, you can copy the account information from your Mediator account. So if you click this link here, everything that's already in your Mediator account will pull over to your trainer account. So this will be your trainer account. And you can save your changes. And so over here, any training programs that you have created, you'll see everything here in that tab. And so this here shows you all of your titles, your creation date, your starting date, end date, the price that you put in. And the good thing about the platform is you can edit your programs. And so we'll go through all of that. So once they're already published, you don't have to worry that everything is set in stone. You can edit them. And here you can see how many bookings that you have. If you click, this is a link here. You can click on that to see how many bookings you have. And it shows you everybody who has registered or enrolled in your program. And we have an archived programs tab where you can copy a program, and then testimonials. And again, we will go through all this in a little bit more detail here in just a second. So to create a new training program, here is the Create New Program button. So we're going to click that here. And Colette, if there's any questions from anyone, feel free to jump in if there's any questions at this point. I can't see the chat while I'm demoing my screen, but just jump in here anytime and let me know if there are any questions that we can answer at this point.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So to create a new program, these are all the tabs here on the top. So you would start by giving your program a title. And make sure the lead headline here, this is a subtitle. And we're just going to do test here. This is a testing server. So I'm going to go through and step by step, and just so I can show you everything that you'll have to do. So this lead headline here, this is a subtitle. This is pretty important. This is what the students will see. And we'll go through and we can look here. So the subtitle, so this would be an example here of a complete title. And you want to make it, make sure you make that title kind of attention grabbing and engaging. And then the subtitle here is that lead title. So this just tells a little bit more about the program. So the lead title here. And what's really nice is if you have a YouTube video as a promo, or you have a YouTube video for your business, you can put that link here. And what that will do is watch intro video here on this section. This is what they'll see if they click, if the student clicks here. So if you have that YouTube video, that really does help market and promote yourself. So make sure you put that in there. And it doesn't have to be a YouTube video. It could be if you have a URL. Maybe this does, Khaled, have to be a YouTube video. YouTube URL.
YouTube video.
Yes. Okay. So that is just YouTube. And then here's the description. And it has some really nice editing features here for you. So I'm just going to put a test description here so I can show you the features there. So you can bold, italics, and we've got some other nice features here too. So centering, so just all of your basic formatting. And this description is really nice, and you want to really make this as complete as possible. So if it's an online program, make sure you put information about the location, not an online, I'm sorry, an on-site. If it's an on-site program, make sure you put the location in there. If it's at a university or a hospital or wherever your program is, addresses, make sure you put everything in there as complete as possible. And the title and description are mandatory. So you won't be able to advance forward unless you do put that. If we come down here, you can put whether or not your program has coaching included. Some of our online training programs, there is a coaching component included with the program, which is really nice and which really makes the value of the program even more. So if you do have coaching included, make sure you check this box. And then if it's CE eligible, if you have received continuing education accreditation for your program, if you have gone through that process, and if your students will receive CEs, make sure you check this box. And you can put the number of CEs here and make sure you use the dot for decimals. So if it's 7, you put 7.0 or 7.5. CPE credit the same, or CEU, so whatever applies to your program. And this tags feature is also very important. So what tags do is you can set keywords, kind of like SEO or search engine optimization for your program. So that way, if people are on the site looking for a specific topic, a specific program, this is what they will be able to filter by. So if they're looking for example, divorce, you can have divorce as one of your tags, or basic mediation, really whatever it is. And so you would just type your word and then hit the enter key. And the enter key will save that in the system for you. And one nice feature too that really makes this platform really easy to use is it automatically saves when you click outside in the white space. So there's really no save button, so don't get nervous that you don't see a save button here. It is saving your information for you. So every time you click outside here or click into another box, you'll see here that it has saved your entries for you. So that's really nice. And then if I scroll back up to the top here, that's your about, that's tab number 1. So that's all of your background information about your program. And then here we've got a pricing and schedule. So here is where you would put your start date. So for example, if it's an on-site program, you would put your start date, your start time, and your ending date and your ending time. If you have an online program, a lot of the trainers do have webinar trainings as their courses. So they use something like Zoom or WebEx or Adobe Connect or whatever it is. So they might hold their training in a webinar platform, and in which case you would put the end date with the same date. And currency here, we have an option for currency, and we have all of the dollars currency amounts here. Colette is going to talk a little bit about that in just a little bit, so I won't get too much into pricing, but just know that that is an option, and that will be an option going forward. So I will let him, once we get to that point, I will let him explain all this for you. We have early bird pricing, and the location information is the next tab. So I'm going to click the next step here, and it'll bring me to the location information. And this is where you can select your on-site, if it's an on-site training, which would be classroom-based, or your live training, and you can also select online training. So this would be your web training. So this would be your webinar, your Zoom, your WebEx. And we have here the link section. So if you want to put a link to your online class, you can do that. But probably most likely what the trainers will do is, if it is a WebEx, instead of putting that link right in the description, you can send them an email after they register. So that would be a personal email from you. You can go in and you'll be able to print a report of everybody who has registered and enrolled. So you can use that report with information and the email for your registrants. And you can send them that link, login information. You can send that to them separately. So if you don't want to put that in the description, that will be an option for you. And then in the next step, the contact information. So sometimes you might have a contact that will be different than the training provider. So you can put that in here if there is a different contact, or if it's going to be the same as the data that is on your account tab, you can just click here and that will autofill all of these boxes here for you. So that will pull in for you. So that is really nice. And let's see here. And okay, so once you're ready, you've reviewed everything, you can go back and review any of the information that you have put in. You can click previous step, or you can click any of these tabs here to go back and forth. And once you're ready, this is the publish program button. So this will publish the program for you on the platform. And so that saves it. So you can see here, you can go back and review everything that you put in. And you'll see here, you don't have the green, the way the students will see it, they will have a green button here in this area at the top where they can book the program for themselves and they can enroll. You will not see that button because you are the trainer and you have the training account. But for the students who are registering, they will have this book program button right here. So that's just a little tip. And that really essentially is all there is to it, all there is to it to publish your post on the training platform. Are there any questions yet, Khaled?
Yes, I will be answering the questions just in the Q&A session, yeah.
Great, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and so what we'll do now then is I wanted to take just a minute so that you can see just one more thing here as a student, so that you can see everything how a student will see. So if we click here, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to log in with my test student account. So once you're logged in as a student, you can click here, and as I said, you can book the programs. And I wanted to show you a couple of other features too. So once they have a program booked, we're going to book my seat. So once they're already booked, they're going to see everything here in a nice summary screen. So all of the information about the program will appear for them right here. They'll have the website, the trainer's name, all of the details. So all of the details that you have put in the description when you set up the program, they will see that here. And the nice thing is they will get an automated email with all of this information too. So that's really nice. They're going to have that in an email, but they can log in and see this at any time. So they'll have everything right here. And this write a review. They can write a review and leave a review. And this is really nice. And you really want to encourage your students all along the way to leave you those reviews. They can give you stars. This really helps you build your business and to market yourself on the platform, so that when other people are looking for programs or they're looking for things like that, they will see all of these online. And that really helps. And they can send an email to you. And so if they click this button, they can put a subject, a message, and send an email really easily if they have any questions, and that will come directly to you. And I wanted to take another minute too. I don't think that I showed you the testimonials button. So I want to make sure I point that out. You can create, if you have a testimonial that somebody has sent you about your business, not about the course so much, but about your business, you can put all of those testimonials here, and you can write those yourself. So let me go back here. If you go to my account, you'll see all of your information again here.
This is right now you are seeing the my account for the student, because you have one session. So you are logged now as a student right now. So this is the account for the student.
Okay, right. This is the student account. Okay.
Yeah, I can show later the testimonials for the training providers.
Okay.
I will do it.
Great. Okay. So is it okay if we go back to you, Khaled?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you very much for this presentation.
Sure.
I will continue just to before to go back to the presentation. I will be sharing my screen to show you the testimonials.
Okay.
So yes, this one, share. I hope you see my screen right now.
Not yet. Oh, there we go.
Okay. So this is the training provider account. Remember this, you have just seen this a few minutes ago. So this is my account, the general information. Here, as we said, you see all the programs. Actually, you can create as many programs as you want. There is no limit. You see, you can create 10, 15. So if you are a single trainer, you can create one program. But if you are an institution, an university, mediation service center, you can create 10, 20 programs, no limit. And then also you have what we call the archived programs. Actually, what is an archived program? An archived, suppose, for example, this first program here, it is scheduled for to start. There's no date here, but let's take the second one on November 12th. So on November 12th, the system will take this program and move it from training program to archived programs. So it will appear here because it was for the system, it's in the past. So here you still have all your past programs will appear here. For example, this one, basic mediation. The starting date was the August 20th, so it is in the past. It is there. You can see the bookings that were for this program. The beauty of things is that you can make a copy. You can copy this program. For example, you already gave this program last summer, and you would like to repeat this program next winter or next January. So just you can copy, click on the copy button here. The program will be copied. You have exactly the same information. The only thing that is different is that the starting date, you see it was pushed in the future. So you can make any change for the dates here. Let's say now it will be, I don't know, in for example, it will be in March 2020. We need to change the ending date, of course, because it should be after the starting date, obviously. So let's say in March, we said 13, for example, and that's it. It's done. You can just, if all other information, the location, everything is the same, just go and publish again. You see how many clicks? Publish. Now it will be online. So it's very easy to republish a program that it was already provided before and you would like to republish just in a few clicks. It's online. Hope you can see the benefit to have the archived programs here. And now for the testimonials. Here the testimonials are very important. Why? Because people when they are browsing to see the training programs, they look around for the description, for the content of the course, but also usually the people, they would like to see the positive reviews and the positive testimonials. So here, if you got a testimonial, an email from someone, you can just enter it here. You can hit add a new testimonial. It was given, for example, by Joe. What was the testimonial? Let's say this is a great program, and you can hit submit, and you can decide to show or to hide, but by default it will be shown to the public, so it's shown, and it will appear on your profile. Remember when we have the different training programs, I will go back to the training catalog. Training, yes, this one here. Remember when we went through this program at the bottom? You see? So you have the reviews from the students. This says you cannot change the reviews. These are given by your students. They are good or bad. We'll put them because if someone didn't put stars, this is the student decision. So this is to be transparent with you. We cannot change these reviews. But for the testimonials, this is what you get from your clients, from your students. See, this one just was added a few seconds ago. It's public. It's available right now. So you have the testimonials and you have the user reviews, both of them. And if you go back on the course catalog here, this is where you have the reviews and the stars. So it's very important for you to ask your students to give you hopefully positive reviews. So when your program is published, it publishes with the stars like this. And also we do, of course, we are expecting to have many programs, so you can go to next page to see the whole list. Actually, this program was featured for our launch. That is coming soon. We will pick the most complete program, the most one that has the complete information, and we'll put it featured to start with the program. Pam already spoke about how you can do a search using these keywords, using keyword or using these criteria here. I hope that was clear. And let me please go back to the, I will share the presentation here. So this is official. The launch date will be next Monday. So October 14th, this will be live on our production server, because right now, if you go to the mediatorselect.com, the official website, if you hit on the training, you will see a coming soon page. So the coming soon page is, we have a date right now, it's October 14th. So next Monday, this will go live. And to prepare the go live, we ask you to create you have a week, you have the next days to create your programs so they can ready for October 14th. What on our side, what we are preparing for the launch, for the official launch, we are preparing a large promotion campaign with a direct outreach on the social media, and also will be making some paid advertisements so to attract more people to be visible for more students. For this launch, if you really would like to, to be part of this of this launch campaign, you can give some promo coupons to your students. Let's say $10, $50, or a discount of 5%, 10%. We welcome this, and your program will be featured during this launch campaign. So it will be marketed. This is an opportunity for you, and hopefully you will get more students going or using this free for you launch campaign. Next, we will be working we will continue to develop this platform, this marketplace. Actually, what you have seen, this is just a start. We are planning to work on some new other features, functions. Please, if you would like to see some other features, or just send us a request. We'll be very happy to look to it and see how we can develop this, how we can add this to the platform. Really, we would like to work with you to make this platform really very useful for you. This is the main goal. Also, right now, the demo was done in English. We have the English version is ready. In the next coming days, we'll be working on the translation to be available in French and Portuguese and Dutch. This will be done in the coming days. Also, right now, when we presented, let me maybe I can share with you, quickly the currencies. I'll share my screen again. This one here, share. Yes. When you create a program, actually, because I will take an existing one, for example, this one. I will edit it. Actually, I forgot to say that you can edit your existing program. Even though it is published, you can still edit. I mean you can change the description. If you have, let's say, after a few days you have come to add more information, you can add more information to your students. Okay, and just click to save. And here on the pricing, you see right now in the currency, by default it's US dollar, but you can use the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Brazilian real, the euro, the pound, and we'll be adding more currencies and more countries to our platform. Hope this will help. Back to my presentation. So we'll be adding more countries, more language, and not finally, but one of the requested features is that will be, you see when Pam did the demo, she selected online course. Right now, it is online course. It is both for one live course, but also for the on-demand training. Assume you have an online course that you are giving all the time. It's the self-service. So we'll be adding more features to have more robust management of this kind of programs. So this is our roadmap. We'll continue working with you to make this marketplace, this platform, very useful, and hopefully it will help you reach more students. I know today is very hard. The other day I was speaking to a mediator trainer. He said 10, 15 years ago it was easy to have 30 students per class. Today it's very hard. We know the competition is there, the market is very tight. But hopefully with a platform like this, you can reach more people and you can get more students to your programs. Pam, I think it's time to go back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Khaled. And as Khaled said, this is really an easy platform to use. I can definitely say I've gone through all of it, and they make it very easy for you. And there's a support email. So if you're going through and setting things up and you have questions, on the next slide, I'm going to give you the email for support. So if you do have questions, if you come up on anything, any roadblocks as you're setting up your program, be sure to reach out to that email and they can help you out. Yes, so act now. You can sign up or log into this mediatorselect.com, and I'm going to put that in the chat here as well, so you can click on that. But yes, you can go ahead and create your profile, log in as a trainer now, and really start and publish your first program. We did have a question in the chat box. What is the charge for training providers? This is a free platform for training providers, so there's no charge to you. You can create, as Khaled said, you can create as many programs as you'd like, edit them. They automatically archive for you after the start date. So once they're archived, you can duplicate it. So that makes it really easy too for you to create more programs. You can copy, edit, and you can go into your archives and duplicate a program. So that's really nice. So be sure to get in there and publish your programs. Add some testimonials for social proof. Like Khaled said, that's really important, and that really helps to focus people's search, and they can see your stars. Have your students leave you positive reviews. As students take your programs, be sure to reach out to them and have them go back in, log in, and leave you some reviews for your course, so that you can increase your rating and get even more people to see you and to benefit from your programs. And that's what it's really nice about the training platform, is it really helps get quality training out there, needed training to help the mediation and the ADR practice. So not only to help your practice and your business, but to help get quality training out there too. And as we said, you can monitor your students' registration. So anytime somebody registers, you can go in at any time, see their information, see their email, so everything that that they've put in to sign up for your programs. And you can communicate with them all along the way if you want to send them emails, and you'll be able to download a list of your students' information. So when is this going live? As Khaled said, October 14th is the launch date, but you can go in here now and start publishing your programs. And so thank you again, everybody. We were going to open it up now for some Q&A. So make sure you put those questions in that chat box in the lower right-hand corner. Since this is a pre-launch webinar, as I said, we really do want your questions. We appreciate and value all of your comments before we do go live. So please, anything you can think of for Khaled or myself, or if you have any other questions about the demo or how you set up a program, just go ahead and put that in the chat in the lower right there. And I'm going to take a quick look and see if anything has come in.
And actually, I will ask everybody, please, to answer this question of the poll right now. Start. So please go ahead and give us your feedback about this. We'll be very happy to answer and to do a follow-up with you. Yeah, Nancy, she's saying they have some online training starting October 23rd. Yeah, good timing.
And that is really exciting. So like Khaled said, coming soon is that on-demand training platform, so management system. So you can have those on-demand, whether you have video-based modules, any of your on-demand courses and course modules. So that's really exciting. That will be coming.
Yeah, there is another question here. Let me from. Hopefully I pronounce your name correctly, Jiraja. Actually, this right now, what you have seen today, this is to publish and to post your training programs. This is not to conduct actual mediation. This is not an online dispute resolution platform. The online dispute resolution platform, this is another feature that is coming to Mediator Select. It's in our roadmap, but right now is not yet there. So just to be clear, what you have seen today, this is to post your training program. Actually, Mediator Select, it doesn't offer any training. We are not a training provider. We are just helping you guys to publish your training, to reach more students, and that's it. We do not offer any training today, or we don't do any mediation. This is, we are here to support mediators.
Right. And I see there is a question again about the pricing and the fee. So so for the training platform, there is no charge. It's
and also there is no also charge for Mediator Select platform. Right. You can publish your profile. You can check how many there are many mediators from the States or from other countries publishing their profiles, and it's free. Just choose the basic account, and it's free and gives you everything you need. You don't need to pay for this.
Yeah. So if you don't already have a Mediator Select account, you can go in there and sign up for that free account, and then you can create your training provider account once you have that basic information. As I showed you, you can click the button when you're setting up your account to pull in that information to your training provider account. So from your Mediator Select account to your training platform account.
Yeah. Actually, maybe we'll show you in 30 seconds how you can switch between your Mediator and your training provider profile in Mediator Select. Let me please share with you again my screen here. Actually, this is, if you go to my account, this is your account as a training provider. You see on the right side, select an account. So you can switch between your training provider account and Mediator account. Let me click on the Mediator. And here we go. So actually, I put another photo just to show you the difference. So here, this is your Mediator account where you have all your information about your practice area, your background, where are you providing mediation or ADR service, the different mediation practices, the mediation training. Some of you who have an account with Mediator Select, you are familiar with this one. So you can switch between the Mediator account and the training provider account. Go back now. This is the training provider. So you can have both profiles, or you can choose just to have the training provider account. It's up to you guys. So it's open for both. Okay. Thank you very much for your feedback. Many positive feedback here in the chat. And hope you actually, Pam, I will add more slide here for the address. It has a pound before the, I will correct this address, sorry.
Oh, did I put it in there wrong? I'm sorry.
It is, you have, let me find it, yes, here.
Yeah, I think in the PowerPoint slide, I think it might have been incorrect, but Mediatorselect.com.
Login.
mediator.com/login. Okay, and here's that
Yeah.
support@mediatorselect.com. So as I said, if you have any questions as you're setting up your program, be sure to reach out. We really want to help you get your programs published. And so if you have any questions, be sure to send an email.
Great, very nice. Thank you everybody for attending this webinar. It's already 10:47 here or 1:47 p.m. Eastern Time. We are open, as we said. Send us your requests, your questions. We'll be very happy to help you and to support you guys.
Have a great day, everybody.
So thank you, and see you maybe in another opportunity. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.